Hello and welcome this evening. My name is Adrienne Engel and I am a medical massage therapist, and I'm here to walk you through how to use your Theragun or percussion tool on your chest and your shoulders. This is addressing your Power Zone 2, which is helping your circulation and your lymphatic system to drain. This is one of the most important areas that we can start with if you're somebody who works on a computer, if you're somebody who has had any type of head injury, neck injury, or shoulder injury. This session that we're going to do tonight will be extremely helpful. I am going to walk you through the pace of how to do this on one shoulder, and then you can hit repeat and then do it on the second shoulder. So what you're going to need to have is your Theragun. We're going to be using it on level 1. That allows you to have 1,750 percussions per minute. If you have another percussion tool that you are using, put it on your lowest speed. You don't need to have a high speed for this to be effective. Actually, the lower speed that you use, the more effective the tool is, because it allows your body some time and space for circulation. So if you're using a Theragun, this is a Theragun Mini. You can buy these on Amazon. You're going to go ahead and turn your tool on. And you want to go as lightly as you can on your tissues. You're going to start by your collarbone, and we're going to start by going across the chest. I'm going to open up my arm. I'm going to come across very slowly. And as soon as you get out to your shoulder, you're going to start to have a little bit more soreness, because right at the crease of the shoulder, here and here, is where we harbor most of our attention. And so what we want to do is move extremely slow across our chest. And we're going to take a breath in like we're pushing the tool out. And then as we exhale, we just let the tool sink in. But I'm not pushing in any harder. And I'm going to especially slow down and go a little lighter when I get to that space between my chest and the attachment in my shoulders. So I'm going to go very, very slow. And when I get to the shoulder, I'm going to move down. So I'm going to come down this direction here, in between the shoulder and my chest. You're going to feel a lot of soreness in there. And what we want to do is we're going to do about 10 strokes down as slowly as we can, to where you're ending up in the armpit. So we're going to go here. I'm coming slowly down, and I'm breathing in and exhaling out. And so you're ending up right in the armpit. And again. And when you come to the places that are tender, go even lighter. Go even lighter and try to breathe a bigger breath into that area. And then as you exhale, let the ball of your shoulder or your shoulder settle down. Now you might feel yourself starting to get itchy when you do this, and what that is that your capillaries are opening up. Those are the little hair-like circulatory networks that are in your muscles and in your skin. And again, we're just going through very slowly until we can find that place of tenderness, and you're just going gently over it. You're feathering over it over and over again. We're going to try 3 more. So think of your Theragun kind of like a scanner, and you're going to feel in your own body the places where you are really sore, or maybe where it's sharp. Those are the places where your body has had an injury or has a decrease in circulatory flow. And the more that you layer the tool over the top of that, the more it will begin to soften and let go. So we're going to do about 1 more stroke here, very slowly. You're going from your collarbone down towards your underarm. And you should be able to feel a difference. You're going to go ahead and turn your tool off. You should be able to feel a difference in the 2 sides as you make some circles with your shoulder. It's really helpful to, once you have gone through and layered the tool over there anywhere between 5 to 10 to 15 times, and the sensation of pain decreases, to then let the muscle move through a range of motion very gently. And you're just noticing what else you're feeling as you're moving that. You can do an arm circle going back, and then we can do another arm circle coming forward on this side. Now you might hear some clicking or shifting in the shoulder as you are doing this, and that's just the shoulder learning how to sit in the socket in a new way. In the beginning, when we start doing working with these muscles, many times our shoulders have become compressed in the socket too much, or maybe I'm in a forward position because of my posture. And as we begin to move, the shoulder's not used to actually having space to move, and the muscles need to establish a new muscle memory as we are increasing circulation into those tissues. So we want to make sure that we use the tool, and then we also are using movement after each time that we're using it. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is we're going to be coming across the deltoid. So the deltoid is the front of the shoulder. That's what you see when people have a nice little rounded muscle here on the front. What we're going to do is we're going to go across the deltoid. So I'm coming this way and going around. Now you have an attachment point here that can be very, very tender if you are somebody who's had some shoulder injuries or who has injuries that are going down your arm. So when you're coming across here, remember, when you feel that tightness and that tenderness, that is actually a jackpot, because that's the part of your body that you want to soften up. But at first, it feels uncomfortable. So just go a little lighter and a little slower. We're going from around the front to the side of the deltoid. My bicep is laying up. I'm starting on the inside crease and making my way around to the side of the deltoid. And again, you might feel some of that itchiness. That itchiness is the blood flow coming back into the tissues. As soon as you start to get down into your bicep, you're going to feel the bicep usually has quite a bit of tension in through there. So we're coming from inside the bicep, and we are coming across all the way to the outside of the arm. Let me bring the camera down just a little bit more. There you go. So I'm coming from inside my bicep. I'm actually pointing. It's almost like if I'm pointing through my arm, and then I'm coming across to the other side. This can be a little achy and a little uncomfortable as you do it, but you'll find after we do this that it actually takes a lot of pressure out of the shoulder and out of the neck. And you're going all the way down to just above your elbow crease. There we go. So we see here, and we're going across, and then you're going to go really slow, coming back up. So the deltoid can feel a little sharp when you're working on it. Again, it's with repetition and slowness that you're going to be able to break that up and help to soften that. And again, you're taking in a breath and exhaling out. And now you want to go back through and see if you can find some places that are still tender and still sore. You're just going to keep repeating for a little bit here. And then we're going to turn it off for a moment and take in some breaths. And as you exhale, you should be able to feel a little bit of an increase, in circulation, or some warmth that's going down your arm. That's just an increase in blood flow. Take a couple of breaths. And then again, we're going to move the arm back, about 5 circles back, really slow. And just breathing gently. And then you're going to move your arm forward 5 times. And again, with each of these moves, you're trying to see how high up can I circle the shoulder, how high up can I move it around. And then let it rest again and take some breaths. So far we've done the chest, and we've done the line that separates this chest, your chest from your shoulder. And then we've gone across the deltoid and across the bicep. Now we're going to come across your tricep into the back of your shoulder. And what you want to do is you want to reach across your chest. If it's hard for you to reach across because you get a little impingement here, then kind of just reach where it can be easy for you. If it's hard to reach across like that and you have an injury on the back of your shoulder, you can even put your arm up on a pillow here. But if you can reach across, that would be where we're working towards, okay? You're going to turn on your tool, and you're going to start at your elbow, and you're just going to work your way up the back of your tricep. Now you're going to feel some tenderness when you get to the back of the shoulder, because this is where most of us carry a lot of tension. So you're kind of like going with the tool like a little scanner, and you're trying to find those places that have tension, and you're just slowing it down, offering a little bit more gentle of a stroke with each passing. And when I feel that tenderness, I slow down. And then again. And you're breathing to where you are feeling the restriction and the pain. If you're somebody who uses your arms in your job, or if you've had an injury to your shoulder, your neck, or your arm, this may be extremely tender for you. When you do it the first day, you just want to be gentle, do as much as you can, breathe into it, and then when you go to sleep and wake up the next day, try it again the next day. Usually after about 7 days, you're going to notice a pretty big difference in the amount of pain that you're feeling in this area as you're coming through. So the slower that you go and the more that you breathe, go ahead and breathe into it again. There we go, all the way back into that attachment. And again. And you're just focusing on breathing and breathing and breathing and exhaling into these areas. Coming all the way to the back of your shoulder. And breathing and exhaling. There you go. And then you just want to take a moment. Again, you're going to bring your arm down and let that settle for a minute. And take about 3 gentle, slow breaths. The slower that we go with this, the better. And you're going to feel the blood flow starting to come into that area. And then again, you're going to do 5 circles back. And then we're going to do 5 circles forward. If you are somebody who has had an injury in these areas and you are feeling a significant amount of pain and restriction when you go over these areas, you can use ice or heat on that area to help increase the blood flow and to help calm the nervous system down a little bit. And then repeat it again with a Theragun and watch what happens when you do that the second time. I can do a video on icing and heat here in the next week to kind of show the pace of how you do that. But in the meantime, just kind of notice that if you slow down and you breathe to it and you go over it about 10 times very gently, that the circulation will increase into that area and your pain will significantly go down. So far we've done the chest, we've done the line that separates your chest from your shoulder, we've gone across the bicep and the deltoid, we've gone into the tricep, and the last part is going to be over the top of the shoulder here. So you're going to go ahead and turn your tool on, and you're going to come straight forward. I'm going to come straight forward over my neck, the top of my shoulder and neck, and I'm going to turn my head away. We usually carry quite a bit of tension in this area here, so you're going to come right back off of your collarbone and then turn your head to the side. Now remember, you guys, this is going to be, you're going to feel tension in here, so you can go slower and lighter, and that's going to make a big difference. I don't have to push this. There we go. And we're just continuing to come right up over the shoulder and turning your head away. And again. Very, very slowly, and turning your head very slowly. And a few more times. And you're breathing into the place where the vibration tool is working. And exhaling out. And again. And then you can take it in the same hand and slide down the shoulder. Slide down your neck to your shoulder. You're breathing into the place where you feel the tightness, and you're exhaling out. Breathing in and exhaling out. And then you want to take a moment and allow that blood flow to settle. You might have a little bit of itchiness. Again, that's the capillaries. It always feels a little bit weird when the blood flow starts coming to the top of the skin like that, if you haven't done the tool in a while. And then you're just going to breathe and exhale. And again, you're just noticing the difference between your two sides. You can move your shoulders up and around. And then moving them back. There is actually one more place that you can go for this, and this is to make a circle around your armpit. This is going to allow you to address all the attachments in and through and around the shoulder. So you would start this way, and you're going to come around the front, like think of your armpit like a bowl, and you're going to come around in one direction and then move back around in the other direction. Now this can be pretty tender, so you got to go lightly as you do it. But if you're somebody who uses your arms a lot throughout the day, this will make a huge difference in how your circulation flows through your arm. You're going to be tender around the chest area usually, because our lymphatic system can get pretty stuck there. And then around the back of the armpit as well, because that's where a lot of your muscles from your rotator cuff are attaching. So very gently, just coming around the bowl of your armpit in one direction and then going back in the other direction. If this is really tender and you can feel there's a lot of soreness, you can also put on a sweatshirt or maybe even 2 sweatshirts and go lighter until you feel that soreness starting to decrease. And just notice that. And then we're going to go ahead and take our last break to let our arm settle and rest. And you can really begin to feel the difference between both sides, the side that you've been able to work on versus the side that you have not yet worked on, if this is your first time watching it. Now we want to go ahead and take a break, and we're going to move to the other side. So you're going to go ahead and push repeat and repeat the same process on your opposite side. Thank you for being here tonight. It's my honor to be here with you. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat box, and I will hopefully answer those. For those of you who are doing these classes at this point, you probably have my cell phone. You can shoot me a text and ask me, and I can answer them in a different class. So thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you when it suits your schedule next. I hope that these exercises with the Theragun are helping you to open up a lot of the held restrictions in your shoulder so that you can begin your journey of healing the way that they have healed me along my journey, as well as many other clients that I've worked with. I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.